Y'all come on in the building. It's been a fantastic Tuesday. I hope y'all have had dinner already. I just want to see y'all face in a place. I got to share something with you quickly or bigly. Where y'all at? Y'all come on in. You come on in. I just got to share something with y'all really quick. It won't take long. We're not going to do a whole lot of talking. But I just want to share because something has been brought to my attention. Hey, Miss A Brilliant, how you doing? Not Miss Fantastic. Y'all, I had an episode today. Oh my God. Since you said Miss Fantastic, I think somebody else thought so too. And I was scared for my life. I really was. What's up, Misty Green? I was afraid. I called Monet afterwards. I couldn't get her on the phone. And then I called one of my clients just to discuss, like, oh my God. So what happened was, y'all come on in. Hello guys, there's 4 people in the building. Y'all come on. Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. That would be great. I really appreciate that. And let us discuss. We're gonna be. I want you to look at something that I saw on Roland Martin's page. Child, what's going on? Is this Ash Bash or is this Monet? More like Miss Scrumptious. Thank you so much. Somebody else thought so today, and I really got scared. So, Ashley, if that's you, I need you to leave the live, but let the phone play. Yay, Cheryl and everyone. How was your day? My day was pretty good. It got scary at one point, but it ended up being good. The grandbaby is here. I know. Ashlyn, we about to have a grown folks conversation, so I need you to leave the building, okay? I need you to leave and promise me you're not listening. Okay, are you gone? Y'all, it's 7 people in here. We need 2 more people to hit the like button. Okay, she's gone. All right, y'all. So, I guess we'll spend like, hello, LK. How you doing? Fine and Brimo, it's me. Oh, it's you. All right, I used too much data. I just got a notification. Monet, I tried to call you back, but you did not answer the phone. So I'm gonna share with y'all what happened. So today there was a young man, and he saw me. I saw him, but I wasn't looking for him. But anyway, he was looking at me. So I thought that he was kind of gazing through the window. And so no big deal, right? So he walked over and he was like, "Ooh," he said. He said, "You are beautiful." I said, "Thank you." He took his phone out. He said, "Can I have your number?" And I said, "Oh no." I said, "Oh no, you can't have my number." I said, I mean, because he was visibly, a child. So I said no, but I didn't call him a child. I called him a baby. I said, "You're a baby." Honey, before I knew it, that triggered him. He started trembling. Now, mind you, he had he had wick. What do you call those locks? He had wick locks. They were short and they were real neat. He was tall, slender, long torso, very, very handsome. Missy Lou, don't laugh. Very, very handsome. Because he's a young man, about 28. And everything, and I'm semi flattered, but at the same time, no. And I said, "You're a baby," and he said, "Listen, don't disrespect me." He said, "I'm not a baby. I bet you I could show you some things. I could teach you something." What's up, Marcus? Um, and I was like, okay. So I didn't get defensive because he was trembling. Do you see what I'm saying? While he see, y'all think I'm joking, and my daughter is in this chat down here, and she heard him. And I was startled. I stopped in my tracks and began to immediately compliment him. I said, "You know, you are very handsome." I was like, "What's going on over there?" I told him that he was very. What's up, Sierra? I told him he was very handsome, but it's a no. You see what I'm saying? No, I didn't tell him it's a no. No, no, no. I was scared to tell him it was a no because he was already trembling. And I told him that he was really handsome, and that I apologized for calling him a baby because that was rude, I said. But I really didn't. I didn't look at that as being rude. It was because of the way that I said it. I was like, "You a baby." I didn't say, "Nigga, you a baby." I didn't do it like that. And honey, he was so shaken up emotionally. It was terrible. So y'all, I was like, "Ooh." So then he said, "Can I have your number?" And I wasn't going to give him my number. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, I was scared to give him a fake number because in the area that I was in, he's going to see me again because I'm king. So it was like it was just like a rock, have been caught between a rock and a hard place. And that was the first time ever. I'm just gonna go on and say this: through all of the encounters that I've had with men who tried to get my attention or get my number, um, I've never experienced something like that. He was so very dysregulated emotionally, very offended, and very wanting my number really bad. So before he walked away, he said, "Again, I just want to," he said, you are fine. You're just beautiful." I said, "Thank you." You know what I'm saying? Hey, good looking from Australia. What's up, Gumpy Dundee? How you doing? But Missy Lou, y'all, how would y'all have handled that? Sierra, what would you have done? Monet, what would you have done? That was scary to me. So my assistant, she heard everything too, and we was like, "Cheryl, was he cute?" Yeah, he was real. Yeah, very, very, very handsome. I would have walked away. I couldn't walk away, Sierra. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't walk away really. You see what I'm saying? Sierra, I don't think that would have been a good thing to do because he was very, very no, very, basically I just kind of talked him down. You know what I'm saying? I assured him that, okay, at first, so what's the youngest age you would consider? I am 54 years old. I am definitely wouldn't be caught dead with a 27-year-old. Hell to the no. That was crazy. I would have said I'm married and waited for my husband. So, Mr. Green, listen, I forgot to tell y'all. As soon as he walked over, he was like, "Where's your ring?" You know what I'm saying? What's up, big Don Dada? Well, I ain't got no ring. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just, I didn't think it was going to get like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Where's your ring?" I don't have a ring because I didn't have on one. And I didn't think much about it. Just had no clue that he was, it was just crazy. What's good, beautiful? I was just telling them today that this young man made a serious advance towards me, and I let him. Y'all know I'm social. Y'all know how I am. So I was like, "Oh no, you're a baby." And honey, what I call him a baby for, baby. Things went crazy, okay? Things went real crazy, child. He was real mad, honey. And anyway, but I got to figure out how to deal with it because I know get a ring. I got my old wedding band. OMG 54. What do you eat? LOL. It sounds like you had this guy's soul by the palm of your hand. Yeah, child. Lord have mercy, honey. When he came over there, he looked like he was stargazing. I ain't lying. I said, I'm gonna have to turn my wig back. I'm gonna have to turn the wig back in if it's gonna bring me those kinds of problems. But anyway, so okay, so I got this clip that I want y'all to listen to. And then we're gonna be done with this live. Y'all look, share the live if you can. And certainly hit the like button. So we got 1313. What's up, Tanya girl? How you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? I am tired, sugar. I didn't even let y'all participate in the fish because we did fish again, fish and shrimp and 2 slices of white wheat bread. What's up, Jerry? What's up in the building? When you take care of yourself, you will always remain gorgeous, Miss Lady. Oh, thank you so much. I try. I do the best I can. But like I said, my daughter was she was on the phone. She heard everything. It was crazy. Y'all know that women, what's up, Ariel? Women have been unalived. Y'all know that by men who get offended, who can't handle rejection. And like I said, in all my life, I have never had an interaction like that. I've never had it. Um, won't be on long. Chemo got me feeling ill today. I didn't know you were getting chemo, girl. No, I didn't know that. When did you start the chemo? Jerry Wilson said, is finer than a frog hair. You shut up. When did you, I didn't know, Monique, that you were doing that. Oh my goodness. I did not know that, Monique. I apologize. I don't know if you told me before, but I didn't know. Um, yes, Cheryl, they hate rejection. Please be careful, honey. About a year ago, so you've been doing it for a year. Oh, okay. All right, I did not know that, girl. I'll be praying for you, okay? I know you're strong and everything, and yeah, just get your rest. Mm-hmm. They want them a cougar. Did anyone watch the astronauts splash down today? It was amazing. No, I didn't know that they did that. I didn't know that they were came back today. Uh-huh. Yeah, we didn't know that, Monique, girl. We love you, girl. Support you. Life be life in y'all. I mean, I don't know if I ever told y'all before, but that's why I um um that's why I believe that we live several lifetimes. But that's for another live. I just don't believe that we come here and have a shitty life and then go into eternity. I don't believe that. I think we live over and over. I didn't watch either, Monique. I think we live over. I think we get to live uh we get to experience life in different ways. Like I feel like, you know, we just come back as different people in a different earth suit. That's what I feel like. Monique. Some of my ideas, y'all, about spirituality and being outside of the body is a lot different from a lot of people. Mm, yeah. Hey, girl named Brianna. How you doing, girl? But anyway, um, yes, because I feel like some of our life experience, I believe that too, Miss Lady. Do you, Marcus? I believe that sometimes we live. I feel like life is beautiful. I'm going through a lot, and I'm like 35. I believe healing is on the way for me. Okay. Good. I was taking a walk. Yeah. Um, I feel like life sometimes it can kind of feel like that life is unfair, but I don't believe that it's unfair. I just believe that in different lives you experience different things, learn different lessons, and then come back again as somebody else. That's what I believe. All right, so there's this little clip that I wanted y'all to look at, and then I want to discuss. Hey, beautiful Cheryl, beautiful Moz and chat. What's up, Taz in the building? You always coming through, Taz. What's up? Um, it's on Roland Martin show. Absolutely. Hey, trucker's wife. Hey, girl. Yeah, I'm sorry for laying across this bed, baby, but I got to get off my feet, and I needed to talk to y'all. So I was like, you know what? We laying across the bed tonight. That's what we doing. So this is a clip from Roland Martin, and it's interesting because there's a man here who's talking about, well, I'm going to let y'all hear what he's talking about. Y'all stick around and we're going to discuss. The clip is not long. I think if y'all can be patient, I think it's about, maybe we'll listen to maybe like 4 minutes of it. Okay, because y'all know what it's about what's going on. But I'll just say it like this. Let me prepare you for the clip. The He's an African American man, the guy who's speaking. He's on Roland Martin show, and he's giving his take on the white supremacists and what they are doing and why they are doing it, and what he feels like black people are thinking and what we're going to do about it. But I have an opposite opinion of him, but I want y'all to listen.
You're the one who was found liable for sexual assault about. This is it right here. They don't even want to accept it. Yes. Nationalism.
Setup is a breeze. You just take it out of the box, put the comfy cover on, adjust it, put it on your couch.
We ain't gonna be on live long, y'all.
Here in culture, everyone's
disagreement.
Nowhere near an hour.
Vice President Kamala Harris, she gave it's happening right now. Be happy. We're supposed to call a crumb a meal.
Hold on.
J.D. Vance is saying, Germany, you're no longer pure and white. And we don't want America to become a non-pure white country. Ben Dixon.
Ben Dixon is his name. Ben Dixon.
You know, Roland, as you laid that out, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about the demographics of our community and how, when you contextualize it for what you're saying, brother, how homicides in our community, and I was just arguing with AI about the abortion rate in the black community. But in context of what you're saying, as pro-choice as I am, and I don't want to go into all those things, I'm a super pro-choice, but I just see a percentage of blackness that has been cut off, and I can't help but looking and seeing that that's exactly what people like J.D. Vance and that lily white girl who was going up against Sam Cedar, what they want. They fear more than anything else becoming the minority because they assume that black people will do to them what they did to us.
Oh, okay.
Now,
all right, did y'all hear that? So he's saying that white people are assuming that we're going to do to them what they did to us. Y'all know I said the same thing in the live the other night. This is way before I heard him say this guy on Roland Martin show. They are assuming that we're going to, yes, I watched it on Roland. Okay, let's go.
You better be glad some of us are saved.
Wait a minute.
Right? But
so he's saying that white people better be glad that some of us being black people, are saved. Now, that's when I feel like that he's on the wrong page, because they actually like the idea that African American people subscribe to Christ, Jesus, and the Bible, because any narcissist is going to depend on you as an empathetic Christian to forgive them, number one, and to let them run amok. They are actually banking on it. So, no, sir, listen.
We don't want to do to them what they did to us. We want equity. We want justice. We want inclusion. We want them to get out of our way. Let us build our towns.
Okay, number one, y'all listen. And it's not going to take us long. Number one, sir, they're not going to get out of our way. They're not going to let us build towns. They're not going to get out of our way, sir. The only way that they want is their way. Okay? They're not going to get out of our way. Saved or not, I have no mercy. They are not going to get out of the way, sir. They are not. Listen. Ooh, Jesus.
Instead of you coming in like you did in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and burning it down and killing us. And so they fear the rise of a black population of black power, of the black demographic, the black vote, black solidarity, not just here in the United States, but globally, with South Africans, no expropriation, or rather expropriation without compensation. Don't pay them a dime over there. Don't, as a matter of fact, also don't send them here. Could you all send the Afrikaners back to Europe? We have enough white supremacist devils to deal with here in the United States of America already.
Not white supremacist devils.
That being said, I also think we need to look internally and say that every brother that we see getting killed, that's a family line that could have enhanced and grown our tribe. And every time we find ourselves in forced because of the systemic factors, the economic factors, the realistic factors that lead sisters to making that particular choice, as black people, we got to stop killing our own so that we can do what we know we have to do, which is to grow as a tribe in the midst of a tribe.
We almost done, y'all. We almost done.
Deep in the oldest part of Cairo, there's a mysterious salon.
All right, so listen, I thought I first of all, you know, bless his heart, this guy, and obviously he's educated and smart and passionate about us and what's going on in the world as it relates to the white supremacists and the white nationalists and the hillbillies and the rednecks and all of the necks. Okay, they're not gonna let us do anything. Instead of, I forgive you for killing my son, shake my head, I have no mercy. You do not have mercy on our people. Listen, Tanya, he's not getting it. He's not getting it. And a lot of people are not getting it. I don't want to. So who is he? Another Martin Luther King? No, he's on the Roland Martin. Hold on, let me fast forward this commercial so we can get him back. Hold on.
Women in their 70s and
I'm troubled by a couple of things.
Oh, this is good. The lady that's giving. I'm trying to be. I'm trying not to be so brass with what I think. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be fair as I listen to my brothers and sisters on this tape, because this is a lady that's getting ready to speak too. But they're on the wrong page. They're on the wrong page. No. They're not going to let us do anything. That time has passed. He's preaching, preach, Miss Shirley. Girl, is he preaching, preach to Miss Shirley? Girl, that time is past. That time has passed. The time is past for us to say as African American people that we just want to build our communities and we just want to. No, no. They've already let us know. They've cut us off in every way that they could, education wise. They've taken the loans. They've fired us from the federal jobs. They're doing everything that they can to say they're doing everything that they can to say, we're done with you. We're not going to help you do anything else. We're done. We need you to go back to the bottom and know that we're going to stay on top. This is not. I listen to these wonderful people today, and I'm like, they're not able to read the room, guys. It's past that point. What else do the white nationalists, white supremacists, the KKK, what else do they have to do to make it crystal clear to us that they hate us from the inside out? What else they got to do? What else? For us, all right, let me do this because something is not right with this. Okay, girl named Brianna, I put you out for a minute because you disturbing my chat. Okay, I told you the other day, every time you come in here, you start your own conversation, and we can't do that. I do not go live for you to come over here and start your own conversation. You understand? So you cannot do that. And I think I told you that the other day, but you're doing it again. So I got to do what I got to do. You can't do that. I told you that already. There's just like somebody advertising in my chat. Okay? Because something about the way that you do this is not right. And it's not good. Hey, the great debater, I ran the children away anyway. I already got the children out from the channel. And I'm allowing you to stay here, but you can't do that, okay? You can't. So if I knew for sure that you were a 16-year-old teenage girl and that you were really having real hardships, then it would be okay with me. But since I don't know for sure, then it's not. Okay, and as soon as you get in, you never say anything about what I'm talking about. You just start your own conversation, and you can't do that. This is not your channel, it's mine. Okay? So, no, we're not getting it. This man said if he wasn't saved, sir. This is the same behavior as what I explained earlier. Your son is unalive. The black lawyer come and get you. You stand before CNN, NBC, MSNBC. You stand in front of the whole world, and the first thing to fly out your mouth is, I forgive this person for unaliving my son. This is the same thing. If I wasn't saved, what does your religion have to do with anything? I'm about to say to this point, I would be loyal and strong for you. I was about to say to this point, at this point, I just don't know. I just feel like that religion has blinded black people so bad till it don't make no sense. That if we keep this shit up, we're going to be bound in chains all over again. If we keep on praying to a savior to come and save us, when we done had all these damn years to get ourselves together, then our asses is going back to the plantation. If you can't get on Roland Martin's show and speak as a damn adult and speak in the way that you're supposed to speak without you apologizing for being saved, which I don't know what that means at all. You either speak from your heart or you don't. You either speak to the time and the situation that's going on in our world, and you make the sound that's supposed to be made, the right sound. These people are standing up on national platforms. They are not apologizing. They say, I don't like your blackness. I will not apologize to you. I'm going to wear my racism like a badge. And what part of that black people don't fucking stand? The first thing we do is come on Roland Martin's show and talk about if I wasn't saved. And I'm just like, before all of this happened, I'm saying I've always thought in my mind to be African American people and to be on a goddamn plantation with 1,600 slaves and maybe 40 people that run the plantation. Why are y'all still there? It gets on my fucking nerves. It's annoying. We're going to pray and sing ourselves into chains and fucking slavery all over again. The worst thing that could have ever happened is for them colonizers to hand black people that damn Bible. That's the first thing. Meanwhile, the narcissists don't give a damn. They have been sitting around the table planning for our demise. And now they at the point now where they say, do not apologize. Do not apologize. I'm Nat Turner and you're Harriet. Let's go. That's the type of energy that we have to have now. So the man says on Roland Martin, I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm bad with names. Y'all forgive me. Just go to the last live that Roland Martin did and you'll get the name. But he says that we only want to build our neighborhoods and we only want to work and build ourselves up and we want to earn. They don't give a what you want. They've told you that they despise you and that they hate you. They've told you that they're not going to educate your children anymore. They've told you we're going to let you die in the emergency room with no Medicaid. They told you you will not work for the government anymore. And we don't give a damn how long you did. What else do they have to do? They told you that they're going to give immunity to police officers. They told you the man that unalived, what's his name, Floyd. The Floyd man, we gonna let him out of jail. They told you. They told you they hate your entire motherfucking guts. Is what they told you. If I wasn't saved, what more do they have to say? What more? They're not hiding it. They done complain. They done pure came out point blank, bust you upside your head. And what? When do African Americans ever have the right fucking energy? When? When? What's up, H&D? When do we ever? Okay? I feel like we need some more Malcolm X instead of all these Negroes saying, so you can slap you again. The hate is real. We need to wake up and realize that. When we still got black people, listen, I was thinking about today. This is what I was thinking about. I love Michelle and Barack Obama. I know you do too, right? Michelle described two educated black people, well-educated black people, thoroughly educated, lawyers and, just smart and sophisticated and cool and, funny and all of that. Meanwhile, these people, y'all know who I'm talking about, they looked at these people with disgust. And they say, I don't give a damn how many degrees you have. With my hatred, I will strip you of everything that you've ever had. I need you to know that I don't need to get ready. I'm already motherfucking ready. But every time they say, I come upon you, you ain't never ready. Every time I confront you, you always praying. Every time I get in your fucking face, you always calling for somebody to come and rescue you. When are you ever ready? That's what they say. I just shake my head. I literally am shaking my head because out of all the people that I've heard speak and all of the protests and just all of the commentators and journalists, they don't have the right kind of fucking energy. They don't have it. Malcolm didn't have to get ready. He stayed ready, period. So I'm asking y'all a question, because this is what I think. What y'all think? Cheryl, we having another real conversation today. I'm shaking my head too. Don't make no doggone sense. But I feel you, sister. So let me ask y'all something. We done had the best black speakers on this fucking planet. When you talk about Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, gets no better than that. We have had the most educated and most articulate black people who ever stood behind a podium to articulate their thoughts and to share. We have had the best. But what I'm saying now, it's gonna take more than that, because whoo child, because they were able to do that. It is largely the reason why we are experiencing what we're experiencing now, because they are saying, wait a minute, who told you that you was better than us? And at the end of the day, when we show up, there's bloodshed. That's our history. We heard what the fuck you said, but we ready to go all the way to the we ready to go there right now. See, these speeches, that's not gonna do it. That's not the time that we're in. The speeches are not the speeches. It's almost time to stop talking. So let me ask y'all a question. If you have not, can you like the live? The conversation is well worth it. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Do y'all think? Because talking ain't gonna get it. We've had the best speeches ever. As I sat back today and I looked at this Roland Martin show, listened to everything and all the other stuff that I've heard on TikTok and all the different people that's talking, it's gonna come to bloodshed. See, because they've implemented too much law against black and brown people. And once they're done with that, then the next step is unaliving and total domination and slavery. Because the power and control, once it's full, once it's had this feeling, then that's what it's going to want. Because that's just the evolution. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. So yeah, it's time. It's the church. If you have not, let me see. Hate comes from jealousy. We know that. We are just superior. We know that when it comes to all walks of life, and we just need to channel our focus and energy. It's going to take more of that. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. We're past that already. We're past that. If we're not ready to fight, then we'll go back in chains. Period. It's not going to work. We've had too many years of colleges and universities. We've had too much. We've had too many years of degrees and sophistication, nice houses and cars, and arm in arm with them during the day at the jobs and conferences. And that's not going to work, because meanwhile, while all of that was going on, they still felt the same way that they felt before. All back in those days, it never changed. It never changed. Black people can't earn their way, or they can't even earn their way to where we should be. There's only one way we're gonna get where we should be. Now let me tell y'all something. Let me stop looking at the phone, because y'all gonna throw me off. Let me tell y'all something. Seriously. I agree with the man when he said that black people don't want to enslave them and put them on the bottom. Like we don't want to do that. We don't, it is their worst fear that we do that to them when they don't realize that we don't want to do that. That's not a part of who we are. But what I'm telling y'all is that we're going to have to do that. You're going to have to. There's no other way. There's no other way. I'm saying, y'all think about it. Let me know how you feel. There is no other way because I talked to Monet about it today. I talked to Monet. And I said, God knows in heaven, we don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. But that hate ain't going nowhere, y'all. That hate ain't going nowhere. It's not going to just stop. It's been too long. See what I'm saying? We don't have a black president. We got black senators. We got black congressmen. We got black preachers. We got black judges. We got black DAs. We got black everything. None of it, it's not going to work. They would rather burn everything to the ground than to see us on top. That means that the only way that we'll get where we need to be, then we're going to have to deal with it. There is no other way. And we got to be all right with it. Now, y'all going to start hearing other people say this. Okay? Because if you read the room, you're going to already know no one is making a statement except for Al Green. The hate is always going to be there no matter. No, it's our existence is our resistance. They can't do nothing without us. That's why I feel hating them is me being jealous of them and that I don't know what we have done in life. What we've done in life is that we were on top initially. And they know that. The bottom is where they have been. And they'll rather die than to go back to there. But I'm saying in order for us to take our rightful place, there's only one way to do that. I'm not the only person who sees it this way. Somebody say, sure, but God. I'm telling you, but God. What do you mean? This should not be happening in 2025. Project 2025 should not be happening. We didn't want it to happen. We didn't call for it. We didn't, none of that. We've not provoked them. None of that. They decided that this is what they want. A trucker's wife, we don't have to be mean nor be jealous of them. We just said they don't get our mercy. No, see, trucker's wife, I hope you're not thinking that. I hope you're not thinking like that. Because for y'all, I'm just saying, in my opinion, y'all cannot think like that. I'm telling you right now. Because if you caught in the alley, if you're in the alley, what about the one drop rule, people like me? What do you mean, Matthew? The one drop rule, meaning that if you are biracial, then you are really black. Prophecy must take place. That is what's going on right now. Listen, there is one way to handle this. Every time I turn around, all the way through history, the colonizers show up, blood is spilled, they win. How many motherfucking times that you gonna let somebody roll up on you knowing what they gonna do? You already know. We got the history. What are we looking for? We already got the history. We sat there and watched what that man did to George Floyd. No mercy. Did he have mercy on Floyd? What is our problem? Somebody said, I listened to somebody said today, they said, the black woman is God. The black woman is God. Not the white woman, not the Mexican woman, not the Indian woman, but the black woman is God. And that men were never, especially not the white man, was supposed to be in charge of this world. That was the first time I ever heard somebody say it like that. But I told y'all that women need to be in charge. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, as long as we allow them to rule, there is no peace. There is no peace. There is no fasting, no prayer, no wailing, because we've already done it. You've been praying the whole time. You've been fasting the whole time. You've been reading and studying the whole time. And yet, Project 2025 is a part of our reality. They said, I don't care what you say, what you read, what you do. I don't care nothing about your degrees or your houses. I don't care. They are saying, when we get a chance, we're going to destroy you. What part of that we don't understand? What part? It's plain as day. And they probably are having these conversations, but they're not having it really publicly. But for anybody that think that these people don't mean what they say, then you're a fool. While people been talking about wait for the Bible, waiting for prophecy, while our black men get unalived on national TV, these kind of statements make me want to come unglued. We don't want to do in 2025 what the slaves did on those plantations. Slavery lasted 350 years. Slavery lasted 398 years longer than it was supposed to. The orange man, musk, Vance are equivalent to fentanyl, meth, and crack, just poison and toxic. And then they have a whole slew of congressmen and other people who are right beside them. Somebody said today, I think my daughter Monet said today, she said that the black people and the brown people and all the other people have co-workers and neighbors, and they don't know who's who when it comes to this thing that's going on, Project 2025. That's what she said. And my thing is this. It's not just Orange Man, Elantra, and Vance. You can believe that. All those executive orders, they were sitting around the table and they were dismantling everywhere that black people promote. everywhere. Anything that has something to do with black and brown people getting a footing and being able to compete with them on all fronts, they pulled them down at a disadvantage like they did 400 years ago. Hey, Katrina. What's up, WV? And even though we still, like I say, we still doing what we always done, but I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if we are, because we watch horror movies and we watch lots of television. I don't know if we're just like waiting for the extraterrestrials to come, or we're waiting for Jesus on the white horse. I don't know what we waiting for, but we waiting to be taken out of here, waiting on the rapture. Now, if anybody is sitting on this live, waiting for somebody else to save you, and you trying to pass the book, and you not doing your due diligence, you'll be the first person in the cage. And my thing is, I'm not going into one. So anyway, I did find a group of people, and they say they are fighting. It's lots of people. And some of these people are even the light ones, you know what I mean? That color ones. So they say if you imagine half of the military, half of the police forces all over the country, half of all military branches, half of all police forces, and the black and brown people and other people. Yeah. I don't know what it's going to take with us. I don't know why we don't why we don't understand. It's as bad as we ever thought it would be. Um all this reality crap. We just need to wake up and take action. We are taking action. I'm telling y'all tonight. That it's going to come to that. It's going to come to that. We're going to win though. We're going to win because there's nowhere else for the other there's nowhere else for them to go. They're already walking around in hell. You know what I'm saying? Project 2025 is hell. Project 2025, there's no empathy there. There is no there's no godliness in Project 2025. There's no love in Project 25. There's no unity there. That's all divide and conquer and kill. Red rum is all through Project 2025. They say that they are God's people. They say they are Christians, and they are not. But then again, they are too. The colonizers. King James and his Bible. They've always enslaved and murdered people. They've always operated in their white privilege. Always. They've always believed that God had called them to call the shots in the earth. Always. They've always believed that they could do exactly what they wanted to do, and that other people would let them do it. We're not letting them do that. This is the part that they don't get. They don't get it. They don't get this, that there's been an evolution. And people are changing. And people have changed. What type of action are you speaking of came in late? There'll be strong resistance, as strong as need be. I'm Europe black. I'm up. I'm top top-notch black. Yeah, they're not doing that. Because my thing is this, Project 2025 is a declaration of demons. Okay? That's all it is. It's the heartbeat of demons that want to create a horror story in the earth. And their aim and their target is black people. Don Lemon needs to have you on his show. Y'all got to let him know that I'm here. Project 25 is a declaration of demons. What they like, what they want, what they desire. They know the 6,000-year rule is over. Ooh, Daryl. I don't know about that. What is that? It just can't be no plainer. It can't be any plainer. And I keep hearing the fantastic African Americans that are baffled. They are knocked off of their seats. They are so knocked that they don't even know what to do, because they are wonderful, civilized, softened, beautiful black people. And they can't believe that they've been eating lunch and having conferences and next door neighbors with Project 2025. There's been a conversation going on the whole time that right where the wonderful black and brown people have been in Washington, D.C., and have been right in the midst of those people, but not being able to hear the conversation that's been had the whole time. This conversation is not new at all. It's not. And our president, he's been hearing the conversation for a long time, and he used it. That Steve Bannon guy, he is one of the worst demons that ever existed. Steve Bannon is a fool demon. If he had it his way, we would go back to the plantations today. If he had it his way. Today. I don't know any black or brown person. I listened to a Spanish guy today defend Elantra and the president. I listened to it. And I said to myself, now I know people have, Shilda said, and Stephen Miller. Shilda, I don't know much about Stephen Miller, but I will. Because when I get off this live, I'm going to go read up on him. He was defending them. I said, oh my God. Sure, I've been called a nigger before. And I beat his... What's up, Aaron Jones? I did too. I was called a nigger by a white girl in Nightdale for the first time in my life. And I was like, wow. And she said it's like she was going to hurt me. But anyway, these people are defending... This is great. Matthew, I just went and checked out your channel. I don't know if you are trying to be funny, but you are not black. You are just interrupting. Thank you, Tanya. That's why I said, I mean, girl named Brianna, it is what it is, but I don't know. I just feel like she is a distraction. I might be wrong. And if I am, God forgive me, but no. Stephen Miller, Shilda, I will go and look at Stephen Miller, but I just don't understand what our problem is. We've got to we got to pay attention, honey. Y'all just don't, listen. This Nazi salute that they've been doing, and all of them, Stephen Bannon, when he did that, had that conference the other day and talked about where your white supremacists and racists like a badge, he saluted then. He did that same salute right then, the same one that Elon did. And like I say, having that man come out of jail that put his knee on George Floyd's neck, like all the white cards that they have, they are pulling them. Every one. They are pulling every card and saying, no, what the you gonna do about it? Nothing is what they are saying. But they are mistaken, because these days are not those days. These days are not those days at all. Now, one thing I noticed with some of those people, they are the biggest, baddest people around their people. You know what I'm saying? But when shit hit the fan, it's going to be a whole nother story. So I'm just letting y'all know, I know for sure, spiritually and intuitively, it will not be that type of party. But this is what they want. Meaning that, no, there will be a fight. There's going to be some fighting going on. But what I'm saying is the capture and enslavement and everything going back to what it used to be, which is the white shared fantasy, that is dead. That's not coming back. And also, Vance was in Germany, speaking in Germany, and trying to do or convince them to do the same thing that they're doing over here. So it's not just America. They have a global agenda for all black and brown people all over the world, as much as can be. Let's subdue them all, and let's be on top of the world. It's almost like all these cartoons that we've watched for all these years. You know, you got to think about who's been doing those cartoons. Because when you look at the cartoons, they always want to take over the world. Well, I don't think too many black people are writing the scripts for cartoons. What we need to do is pay attention. And we don't need to be like how we used to be a long time ago. Every time the colonizer shows up, we're never prepared. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Y'all have a good night. You too, Daryl. Y'all have a good night. Kisses and hugs. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. We don't believe in turn the left cheek. Good. Don't worry, God rules this land. No, Daryl, we're not doing that. Absolutely correct. This is why I was so skeptical about taking the COVID jab. Yep, and I did not. I ain't been jabbed not one time. Thank you, Sierra. And done had it 3 times. No jabbing. I'm telling y'all, do not trust these people. Do y'all understand me? And you say, Cheryl Grabowski, you are fear-mongering. Listen, do not trust these people. You already cannot listen to their news. They done already shadow banned me. Do not trust these people. No. 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 Do not trust them. Sorry. Why would you? They've already showed their hand. Barack Obama ain't done nothing to you. The only thing Barack Obama did was flip the mirror. That's all he did. That's all he did. He and his wife, they both did it. They flipped the mirror. They were trying to get America. They were trying to get these fundamentalists. They were trying to get these Christian evangelicals. They were trying to get these demons to repent for their wicked ways. That's all they were trying to do. They were trying to get these people to change. They were trying to see if these people had a self-reflection. That's all Obama did. He was a fantastic mirror to the United States. And oh my God, instead of these people turning, they were emboldened and raised like a dog. And now we have Project 2025. Most of those blacks sell out on their platforms, Miss Cheryl. They do. Black people don't, and that's another thing. And see, that's how I started off this live, and I'm pissed off really at the blacks who can't read the room. I'm mad with the blacks who were trying to fit in and who were saying that I just want to be as good as you. I want to show you that I'm as good as you, when we were supposed to be building up our own community. We were supposed to be doing like the Mexicans. And now, oh my God, we don't know how to organize, but we're doing it now. But I'm saying, we were supposed to been doing that. When you got generations of blacks that have already been to the universities and the most prestigious colleges in the United States and abroad, and only thing they did was went to a goddamn white neighborhood, bought them a nice motherfucking car, and stayed away from the other fucking blacks. Nobody told you to do that. Now look at what we got going on now. Because there was no leadership. The prize at the end of the rainbow was not for you to get your education and buy your house and car and go move in next door to them, when they never wanted your ass there to begin with. They never wanted us there to begin with. And that's all we wanted to do, was to get close to the damn people. That's all we ever wanted to do. They were not supposed to. Now we 40 fucking years behind. You were supposed to get educated and build your own fucking tribe. Damn. If anybody say anything about black people getting together now, being suspicious and being very careful about who we communicate with and be around, I don't know what to say about you. Because if you are not black, then you don't know what we fucking feel like. There is a threat to our entire existence because of the color of our fucking skin. Thank you, Trucker's Wife. I appreciate it. That's what we did wrong, my brothers and sisters. That's what we did wrong. We were supposed to do like the Mexicans. They have banks. We have a few. Now, Michelle Obama can't even go to the fucking inauguration. She can't even go. She was so mad. And the Asians. She was so mad because she knew how awful they were. And obviously, she couldn't speak to the masses like she really wanted to, But in one of those speeches that she did, every word that came out of her mouth has come to pass. Every fucking word. As she spoke about those people and what they were going to do. Jesus. That's all I got to say. I'm done. But y'all, kisses and hugs. Y'all have a wonderful night because Project 2025 has given us everything that we've ever wanted to know about. Thank you, a brilliant. I'm not. Hey, Vaughn's reality. Hey, girl. I'm. I. I'm passionate, Vaughn. I'm not upset. I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I have a platform that I could speak on. I think I'm grateful and thankful that I've met all of y'all and that y'all will allow me to even speak to you. I'm very passionate about what's going on and I feel some type of way, but I'm not upset. I'm not upset, girl, but I tell you what. Woo, 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 woo. And honey, I swear, if I had enough money, I would pay Michelle Obama for a conversation. Can you please talk to me? Because y'all know me, I love to be behind the curtain. Give me what's going on behind the curtain. I'm behind the curtain type of girl. Please let me know what's going on back there. Thank you, Man United. Yes, honey. Woo, Lord. Let me know what's going on behind the curtain. Because, baby, that's what I want to. But y'all know I don't need to. They don't need to let me know. You know I can get behind that curtain on my own. I can certainly get behind the curtain. Absolutely. I am upset. This reality that we are facing is upset. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. Enough energy and upset to put us into action. And I'll tell you what, everybody on this live, this is the action. This is the action I want to put y'all in. I understand Project 2025. I heard what you said. I don't have to question or doubt your intentions for me. I don't have to question what you really want for Black and brown people in the United States and abroad. I heard you. When it comes down to it, it is what it is, and we are ready because we don't have to get ready. That's what I want for everybody on the live. Cheryl, what I learned in my life is that Black, well, always think to each its own. It's hard for them to trust each other. We have to, Roy. We don't have no other choice. We have to, Roy. We've been put in a situation where, the people that I can't even be upset with the people, with the Black and brown people at this point. Even the young man today that got mad with me because I wouldn't take him up on his advances. I just can't get mad at Black and brown people because that's all we got. We got each other. That's what we have. But it's enough. It's enough though. It's enough. We're enough. But we got to understand. Like I told y'all, getting in the live on this. When it's time to deal with our enemy and they need our empathy, no mercy. Somebody said Chuck Schumer is siding with them. Ooh, but they can come together. They can try. Yes, it's hard. It can happen. It's going to happen, Roy. I got to go back for these people. The guy that Shilda said, what did she say his name was? Let me see. Shilda said his name was Steven something Schumer, right? And then y'all are no Steven something. Y'all are talking about Chuck Schumer. Let me find Shilda's comment. So, because I'm getting ready to do it right now. As soon as I end the live. Where is her comment? I think I done went past it. Anyway, I'll text Shilda. That's one of my clients, y'all. I'll text her. Stephen Miller. Okay. Schumer and Stephen Miller. There she go. Chuck was on The View today. He told why he did what he did. Okay. I'll go watch The View. I'll go watch The View, y'all. Anyway, kisses and hugs, honey, because they ain't going to catch me slipping. I got it. I got it. Project 2025, they made their last move as far as I'm concerned. All right, y'all. Kisses and hugs. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for being here. A brilliant. And everybody else in the building. Sierra, as always. Katrina. Man Untitled. Everybody. Missy Lou. Mr. Roy. I love y'all. If I didn't call your name, I still love you. Monique. Vons. Yep. Misty. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully we can do a good hour lunch or something. Bye, guys.